So we have a group of parents who thought they were doing the right thing for their kids by sending them off to a boarding school in Maine. And to their surprise, years later, their children will be filing a lawsuit against that school alleging forced child labor. Here we go. Former student sues Maine boarding school alleging forced child labor. Let's see what's going on here. A lawsuit filed in federal court claims leaders at Hyde School profited off of students under the guise of character development. We're going to develop that character. This will help you. Just watch it, Johnny. This is going to help build your character. Leaders at a private boarding school in Maine are facing serious allegations in a newly filed federal lawsuit that accuses them of abuse and forced child labor under the guise of character development. The civil suit filed last Friday in D.C. and U.S. District Court and obtained by 8 Investigates was brought by lead plaintiff Jessica Fuller. Jessica Fuller. She was a former student at Hyde School in Bath. Fuller attended the school from July 2014 to February 2015 and claims she was subjected to physical and verbal abuse, denied food and water, isolated from other students, and forced to perform manual labor without pay. These are serious allegations. Founded in 1966, Hyde School is a college prep boarding school for grades 9 through 12. While the school presents itself as an elite institution focused on personal growth, the lawsuit alleges that students were exploited for labor both on and off campus. We've been representing most of those individuals for several years now, said Kelly A. Ginty, an attorney representing Fuller. And also, since the filing on Friday, we have been contacted by a number of other survivors who are interested in hearing more about the lawsuit. So there's other students who are alleging that this behavior took place. Again, alleged. According to the lawsuit, students were made to do landscaping work at faculty homes, tend local farms, and maintain wilderness properties owned by the school's founding family, the Gaulds. Fuller's attorneys argue that this work was not part of a typical chore system, but rather a means of exploiting students under the threat of punishment. When students are pulled from their beds at 5:36 in the morning to perform chores throughout the majority of the day at the expense of their academic education, then we're talking about something much different than basic chores, Gogenti said. This is really going to be interesting because it's a boarding school, so I imagine that things are a little bit different in terms of, I guess I can see, trying to build a living community, and so there's different things that people are assigned to do at the school. I don't know. I've never been to a boarding school, never ran a boarding school. I don't know how that works, but 5:36 in the morning, that's a little early. The suit also includes screenshots of school materials that promote labor as part of Hyde's culture. One excerpt reads, "This may find you cleaning windows, picking up litter, or raking leaves during times when your peers might be kicking back and enjoying themselves." So that's interesting. So the school material that they're promoting that as a benefit for students because it's going to, as they say, help build character. I don't know. The parent in me, the principal in me, I don't find anything wrong with that as long as they're treated with respect and dignity. Gosh, I don't know. We'll see. As of now, the school's website contains only limited references to student labor, including the phrases student jobs and do a chore in a 2024 letter from the headmaster. For quite some time, Hyde has been trying to distance itself from the troubled teen industry, Gagenti said. Hyde does not market the forced labor that they compel these children to do as a disciplinary measure. Fuller's legal team plans to seek compensation under state and federal laws that allow survivors of human trafficking to pursue civil damages from those who profited from their exploitation. Wow. So we have a divide here. I mean, the school sees it one way, and this student in particular and possibly even more, they see it a totally different way. So this will be interesting once they do the investigation and find out how this was done. Um, Mentioned five, getting them up at 5:36 to do some of these chores. That seems excessive. It's about providing them. Let's check this out. It's about providing them compensation, but it's also about making sure that the students from here forward are safe. Gagenti said. Let's look at this tuition. Tuition for boarding students at Hyde School currently sits at $68,300. Wow, that is a lot of money. That tuition will hit you over your head real hard. And of course, the school has nothing to say about that. So we'll keep a close eye on this story, and I will, I'll update you as we get more information. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for tuning in to this update, and I'll see you in the next one.